Zimbabwean political situation, I must tell you, it is a really big drama, especially these days, when Chiwenga as well as Emerson Dambuzo Mnangagwa converge in a similar place. I think I must give it away to retired General Chiwenga, especially the wife of retired General Chiwenga. She has been doing very, very well in terms of. We know that it is the wife who dress up his husband, her husband. It is the wife actually who makes any husband to look very, very good in public spaces. And if you have noticed, the wife of retired General Chiwenga seems to be doing very, very well to his husband. Chiwenga these days is presentable when appearing in public spaces. He appears to have dignity. He dresses very well. I must just give it away to him. Where actually, I mean, what do you call it? Where I'm running out of words. Anyway, greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, Litlon Pani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So, there is actually a strong competition that I have analyzed and observed, especially between Chiwenga couple. I decided to call it Chiwenga couple as well as Emerson Dambuzo, Mnangagwa couple. If you noticed before, the wife of Emerson Dambuzo Mnangagwa used, of course, to come to the events, but there wouldn't be interactions between her as well as his husband. It was, they have, I've never seen an event whereby people will comment to say they blend very well, they are looking very well together when it comes to Mnangagwa. It's always people spitting venom and also saying the wife appears to be ill advising his husband. So, a comparison of these two, see, when it comes to Minio Tabo, not the fact that maybe she comes from my region. When it comes to her, she is the second lady in Zimbabwe, but you would not see her meddling in the political affairs of actually a country. She is just the second lady. It ends there. You would not see her accompanying her husband to Politburo. You would not see her accompanying her husband to serious, intense ZANU PF political meetings. You never see her in a central committee meeting or Politburo meeting. She understands her place, that she is just a wife who is not there to actually control his husband. When it comes to politics, she's absent. She only comes to events like today or when there is a burial, an event whereby one is supposed to actually show off with his wife. She knows when to actually accompany his husband. When it's serious political business, you would never see her. She knows her place. She knows where she is supposed to go and where she is not. She knows her boundaries very, very, very well. Contrary to the wife of Emerson Dambuzo Mnangagwa, Auxilia Mnangagwa, she is everywhere, especially in the Ministry of Tourism. She is spending the money left, right, and center. And Paparons, maybe that's why she is also losing weight. Because she's treated in that particular ministry as actually a house girl. And the Mnangagwa's wife, Auxilia Mnangagwa, is actually running that ministry. And I strongly believe her non-governmental organization, and also she has established an office called the Office of the First Lady, and that office is funded through taxpayers' money. Just see the difference. It's a wife who doesn't know that by virtue of, her husband becoming a president, that does not mean she is also a political figure. She's not a political figure. She's a non-entity in politically. That is why maybe Mnangagwa has been so catastrophic and so bizarre. It is because of most probably the advice coming from a wife who wants to be everywhere. So that is number one. Number two, if you look at retired General Chiwenga's wife, the second thing, in appearances, when she appears with her husband, I mean, they look so good together. Apart from the fact that I don't like ZANU PF, but the truth has to be said, they look so good together. But if you look at the other side, Auxilia Mnangagwa and also Tambuzo, it is really a personification of Tambuzo in its real sense. If you look at these actually two individuals. And then I must say, I think Chiwenga look more presidential than Emerson Tambuzo Mnangagwa. Of course, Chris Mutswanga was actually lambasting Chiwenga that he can't distinguish between R and L. But if you look even in the speeches he makes, compare them with the speeches that are made by Mnangagwa. In all honesty, Chiwenga's speeches, they are robust. That is why when he speaks, sometimes you would see people clapping hands on their own. In the midst of Mnangagwa, parallel structures organized to boo him, you will hear the crowd actually clapping at some point. Of course, he has to work on pronunciations. That is what the other faction is actually using to. But he is trying to be professional. Shame, and it also shows the other thing I have witnessed about him is that even when he is issuing a statement, he, like for example, when he was clarifying the issue on the public domain, which was wrongly reported by the National Prosecuting Authority of Zimbabwe, he used, his lawyers to respond. That on its own shows that at least this is a man who seeks advice and guidance, especially in areas he is not a fundi in, which is also, you see, we can give it to him. I doubt Mnangagwa would have done so. We've seen numerous mistakes that have been made by the government of Mnangagwa, gazetting something, withdrawing it, especially following public outcry, announcing something, withdrawing it, following public outcry. It shows that it's someone who just does things without broadly consulting and consulting people with a better knowledge and understanding. And also, we were not used to see pictures that today of the wife of Mnangagwa heavy. Today she was interactions to give an impression that there is some form of chemistry between her and her husband Mnangagwa. To me, it gave me the vibes of imitating what Chiwenga normally does with his wife. I mean, with actually his wife, but not doing it to be captured by cameras. As you see, you could see today, Auxilia Mnangagwa was overdoing it. Even when parachutes were landing, you see, making it a point to actually drag Mnangagwa to laugh over it. You can see something that is faked. It gives the vibes of faked chemistry and the chemistry that that is not faked. So in my own, I'm of the perception that we are seeing Mnangagwa imitating what his vice president is doing instead of actually being vice versa, by the way, because of seniority politically, but it's the other way around. So that on its own depict Mnangagwa who is competing against Chiwenga. I'm sure they may not, and this may be because of inferiority complex. they feel so low. They don't trust themselves. They don't trust who they are. Thank you very much for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we